Hi, I'm Jeremy from Dartboard Cinema, and, well, editing Dartboard Cinema takes a lot of time. We're a couple episodes behind, and we're sorry about that, but, we have lives, and editing just takes a long time. But, we've been feeling kind of shitty about the lack of content coming out. So, I have come up with the idea of Dartboard Minis! That's right, little vlogs of me blabbering away about films that I watch. I watch endless amounts of movies, so why not? Some of these might become future full-length Dartboard Cinema episodes, and some of these may not. So, yeah. I originally shot one for Unforgiven, but I'm on my phone, and for some reason, it was a disaster. But, Unforgiven, really good. Check it out. Not my favorite movie of all time or anything, but pretty good movie. I'm gonna talk about David Cronenberg's Shivers. David Cronenberg is one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. He's right up there with, like, Takashi Miike, David Lynch, Lars von Trier. I just adore his films. And this is one of his first, if not his first film. And it's really fucking good. It's not... trying to pick my favorite David Cronenberg film is kind of impossible. I'm really trying to think. I mean, The Fly was the first one I saw. I saw that when I was a little kid. And I think it's the only film that I'm kind of afraid to watch again. Because just seeing photographs from The Fly, like, almost give me a panic attack. Like, I have an intense phobia of bugs and shit like that. And seeing the giant fly thing it's just no. Nope, lot of nope. But it's a masterpiece though. I really like Videodrome, really like Dead Ringers, really love Naked Lunch. Naked Lunch is great. I think I love all of his films. Cosmopolis, the Robert Pattinson one, was a little meh. Really like Eastern Promises. I've seen most of his films. I haven't seen... I saw A History of Violence years ago, but I don't remember it that well. Love Crash. I love David fucking Cronenberg, and I haven't seen Shivers. Adam on Dartboard Cinema has been talking it up a lot lately. He checked it out after, I think, Geek Juice Radio talked about it. And, I was bound to watch this anyway, because I love David Cronenberg. I think he is one of the most interesting filmmakers out there. I think his ideas are just... He's a filmmaker who has a very clear and interesting voice. And there's nobody else making films like he has. I mean... Scanners is great also. The ending of Scanners is one of my favorite film endings ever. I love the ending of Scanners. It's fucking perfect. The middle part is a little, but, I really like The Brood. But, okay. I've just rattled off every fucking Cronenberg movie. I'm talking about Shivers. For 4 minutes. Okay. That's what a vlog is. You just ramble. Shivers. It's a very good movie. Very, very good movie. Low budget Cronenberg, which it looks significantly better than its budget probably was. There's that famous story that, the Canadian Film Board, I think is what they are, they paid for this weird fucking zombie sex movie. Cronenberg... the body horror thing with him is what he's most famous for, obviously. But I think what Cronenberg does best is he takes material that's kind of trite, like zombie movie, and makes it one of the most unique and strange films I've seen in a long time. You know, zombie movies, they're usually like, the brains. Cronenberg zombie movie involves weird slug things and weird sex stuff. Like, it's really strange, and it's so great. The acting is fine. Like, the thing with a lot of early Cronenberg movies, the acting isn't bad necessarily, but there aren't really strong characters. It's more about the ideas, and that's what's, Cronenberg, his early work was much more about the ideas, less about the characters, which is fine with horror movies. I mean, if you were trying to make a serious drama and you had really weak characters, and these characters are just kind of there, which is fine for a horror film like this. The ideas are interesting, well executed. The gore is really strange. Some really good effects. It's just a good time. It's not like other Cronenberg films where there's a lot of deeper layers to it that you can peel back, like Videodrome or Naked Lunch, especially. But it does have some very strong elements, some really good visuals. A really great score. This is sincerely one of my favorite horror movie scores. It's right up there with Halloween 3. It kind of reminded me of Halloween 3 in some certain areas of the film. I think it's a very strong film. Very good debut film, definitely. It's not, in terms of debut films, I don't think it's on the level of Even George Started Small or Eraserhead or Beyond the Black Rainbow, made by another Canadian who needs to make more films. Panos, please, I need more. Beyond the Black Rainbow's fucking great. But it's a very strong debut, and it's his voice was always there. I'll say that. From this very first film of his, you can hear that David Cronenberg voice. And he slowly but surely molded it into... He slowly tinkered with it until he finally perfected it with, the classics like Videodrome and The Fly. The Fly, seriously, it's depressing as hell. Most of his films are kind of depressing, but they all... that one sincerely gets under my skin. I forget about it because I try to block it off, but that film just like the fucking larva coming out of Gina Davis. I mean, but that's the body horror, and that's what's great about Cronenberg. He has these he takes really boring things like zombie movies and makes it an utterly unique experience, and it's totally Cronenberg. I don't think this is one of his best films, but even his mediocre work, or I have yet to see a Cronenberg movie that I was like, this is a bad movie. Cosmopolis was the closest. I think if he casted a different actor in that role, I don't think Robert Pattinson is as horrible as people give him shit for, but I think somebody else could be in that role, and the movie would have been better. But this is really good Cronenberg. This is a really good movie. If you have Netflix streaming or YouTube, I think they're both on there. I would highly recommend Shivers. We might be doing this episode. We might be doing Shivers for our, as far as I know. Adam really likes this, and I wouldn't mind doing a full episode on it. I can't wait until we do a Cronenberg retrospective. He's like I said, he's one of my favorites. So yeah, I've planned out episodes of Dartboard Cinema pretty much until next year. So we eventually we're going to do our Lucio Fulci retrospective, and then after that, I'm hoping either Cronenberg, Herzog, or Lynch. Knowing my luck, though, I'm probably going to pull Malick. So, but hey, at least everyone will be miserable. That was Shivers. If you're looking for a really cool, weird movie to watch during the Halloween season, Shivers, great choice. Cronenberg, a master. And, expect more of these throughout the weeks and days. So, alright. Peace.